Hey sis, welcome back to my channel. So today, as you can see from the title, I want to talk about why I changed my number when I was single. And one of the reasons why I wanted to do this video is because for those of you who are in this single season of your life, I think that you can find a lot of value with what I'm getting ready to share. Now, before I hop into today's video, I wanted to let you know that on tomorrow, Tuesday, June 15th, I am hosting a 100% free online class called Fiercely Feminine. And my desire and motive behind hosting this free class is because I've spoken to a lot of women who are dating, who desire to be married, but they are really struggling when it comes to embracing their femininity and really just showing up as that prize and the catch in their relationships. So I'm hosting this free class where I'm going to be sharing with you 3 secrets on how you can really embrace your femininity and really just change the game when it comes to this dating season in your life. It's going to be phenomenal. There is a link in the description box below so you can get registered. And if for some reason you're not available tomorrow at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, still register because I will be sure to send you the replay. So let's get into why I decided to change my number. So to give you a little bit of the backstory, I had that same number for probably over 10 years. And from that 10-year period, I had, a couple boyfriends, multiple guys that I had talked to over that 10-year period. And I was just really ready for a fresh start. And what really sparked this desire to change my number is I was talking to this guy kind of on and off for 7 years. And I really felt like my emotions with him were like a yo-yo. His behavior was so inconsistent. And at that time, I was in my early 20s. He had resurfaced, reappeared, and he was really trying to pursue me to be in a relationship again. And I just felt like that cycle of inconsistency was getting ready to start back up. And this is somebody that I truly cared about at the time. I could see myself as his wife. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like here we go again. And throughout the years, because he did have my same number, he would call me on my birthdays or he would just sporadically reach out to me. And anytime that happened, my emotions would just be on I felt like a yo-yo, literally like emotional roller coaster, a yo-yo, whatever you want to call it. And at that time in my life, I was like turning over a new leaf. I wasn't just dating recreationally. I really wanted to date with purpose, date with intention, and really just not waste any more time because I really thought marriage was on the horizon. And so after just praying and fasting, and at the time I was like talking to nobody. He was still popping in and out every now and then, but I wouldn't say that we were like back officially talking, but I just knew it was a matter of time for him to resurface again. So long story short, I was praying and fasting, and that in that season, I was just like constantly praying and fasting. And then I just got this divine nudge to change my phone number. And I thought about it a few times, but because I've had that number for so long, I was just so hesitant. I'm like, well, what if somebody needs to get in contact with me and da-da-da-da-da. Like I was giving myself all these different reasons, but finally I was just like, okay, I'm going to bite the bullet, change my phone number. And when I did, I literally felt free. Like I really felt like something in the atmosphere changed when I decided to change my number. And the beautiful thing about that, and just kind of hindsight 2020, looking back, one of the greatest values of me doing that is the fact that I ended up meeting my husband a few weeks later. And so when I met him, I was so laser focused on him because nobody had my number at the time. I hadn't given anyone else my number. Nobody had contacted me for my new number. No men from my past, I should say. And I was completely focused on my relationship with Carrington. So I was free from distractions. And I really feel like it helped when it came to temptation to go back to my past, because that relationship that I told you guys about, that 7-year on and off, I would always compare whoever I was talking to that individual. And so now that I knew that that individual was like out of my life, they didn't have my phone number, I really did feel free. And so I wanted to share that with you all because I know a lot of people, they hold on to their numbers, and really that just is an open door for people to kind of mosey their way back in with you. In fact, I was just having dinner with one of my friends this past week, and she was telling me that she was so done with this guy, right? And I was like, wait a minute. You're talking about the guy that you told me that you were done with a year and a half ago? And she was like, yeah, but he moseyed his way back in. But guess how he moseyed his way back in? Because he still had her number. So he took her through that same cycle again, and now she was finally done. So if you're someone who has people in your past that still have your number, I recommend changing it. And he moseyed his way back in because he still had her number. So there are so many benefits to just kind of relinquishing that phone number and starting fresh. And really that's just to close those doors. So I hope that me sharing this story with you encouraged you. Understand that if you believe marriage is on the horizon, there are some things that you need to do to prepare for that. And I'm not saying everybody has to just go out and change their number. That's probably not necessary for everyone, but somebody out there is watching this and saying like, maybe this is something that I need to consider. So if that is you, this should just be your confirmation. So thank you so much for tuning in. And again, you guys, tomorrow is the Fiercely Feminine free online training with me. I am so excited to just give you guys these secrets and these nuggets so you feel fully equipped to really show up as your best in the dating field. So once again, you can register by clicking the link in the description box below, and I will see you next time.